them old creeps over there, man. And you know they ain't cool with us, man. You know they gonna want some static, man.
I just laugh at it, you know. Right now I'm on bigger and better things, you know. Who knows what the future may hold. Maybe me and Virgil may get it on, you know, if he wins, but...
Tonight, Virgil Ortiz Jr. had his first big test against Ortiz Hooker. And I had Virgil Ortiz winning, knocking out Hooker between 6 and 8 because I think Ortiz is naturally the bigger man. He's a good fighter. He's not a prospect anymore. He's one of the top welterweights in the division. And I get him to one step closer to his dream match against Terence Spence. But even Ortiz admitted this will be his biggest test up to date. Ortiz Hooker is no slouch. And we want to talk about how long Terence Crawford's arms are or Sammy Langford's arms are. I looked at 3 sources. Ortiz Hooker has an 80-inch reach fighting at 147. His reach is longer than Dillian White's. If I was a professional fighter at 147 with an 80-inch reach, my opponent will not be able to leave his corner after the first bell into the last bell. My jab would be right in his face. Sergio Mora also said his reach was 80 inches, but the zone said it was 76 and a half. Regardless what it is, he has long arms. And with those long arms, a guy should not be able to get in there that easy and rip you apart. But then again, they're not a monster like Virgil Ortiz is. And this fight went like I thought it would go. I thought Hooker would give a valiant effort. He just didn't have enough to keep Virgil Ortiz off, and Virgil Ortiz is a relentless killer. What I did see in the fight that I like from Ortiz is he's improving on his defense. His head movement is much better. He moved much better in the ring, and he ended up stopping Hooker in the 7th round. Hooker said he suffered a hand injury, but hand injury or not, it was just a matter of time before he stopped him. Body shots, clean right hands. Hooker was taking a lot of punishment. Ortiz is currently ranked number 2 in the WBO, and he wants Terence Crawford next. And how Terence Crawford was talking, Ortiz is definitely one of his options. Now, I would favor Bud in this fight, and I like Ortiz. But right now, I think Terence Crawford's at a different level. But if Ortiz happens to beat Terence Crawford, he'll get his dream fight with Terence Spence, which would be a big fight at AT&T Stadium, Jerry's house. Sold out, great pay-per-view numbers, big money fight. By then, Spence will have the 3rd belt for Udonis Ugas. Shout out to DT3, 2 Hands, excellent live stream today. They was talking about the PBC not recognized in the WBO. But if they're going to set up a Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano unification match, they're going to have to recognize the WBO, are they? And I bet they'll recognize the WBO if Virgil Ortiz beats Terence Crawford. Because even though I thought Terence Spence should get a bigger piece of the pie, like 60-40, when we start going 70-30, 80-20, he's pricing himself out the fight, meaning he does not want to fight Terence Crawford right now. He's going to wait for Terence Crawford to show chink in his armor, then they'll proceed ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because next year, Terence Crawford won't be with Top Rank anymore. He'll be a free agent, meaning no more excuses for the PBC. Either you're going to make the fight or you're not. More than likely, not. I have to agree with Tim Bradley. They're going to wait for Terence Crawford to get 36, 37 years old, then they make the fight. By the way, Terence Crawford's contract with Top Rank ends less than a year. It will end October 2021. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beasy, I'm gone.
I'm not even worried about Terence Spence no more. I already told everybody that fight is history for me. You know, I'm not thinking nor worried about Terence Spence anymore. You know, that fight is behind me.